we're going to explain why you're getting the router outlet is not a known element error in your Angular application. This error typically means Angular can't find the router outlet component, which is essential for routing. Let's break down the common causes and solutions. 1. Missing or incorrect. Import. First, ensure you've properly imported router module in your application module. Usually write app.module.tsung. Without this import, Angular won't know about the router outlet component. Check that router module.forRouteroutes is correctly added to the imports array within @ing module. If you have lazy loading set up, ensure you have the router module.forChildRoutes in the corresponding lazy loaded module. Double-check the spelling of router module. Even a small typo will cause problems. 2. Incorrect router configuration. Your routing configuration, write app-routing.module.ts, write single quote or equivalent, needs to be set up accurately. Make sure you've defined your routes correctly. Each route should have a path property specifying the URL segment and a component property identifying which component to load. Ensure there are no typos in your route paths or component names. Review the path match property in your routes. If set to full, it may cause unexpected routing issues. 3. Missing router outlet in your template. The router outlet directive needs to be present in your app's main components template. Usually write single quote app.component.htmli. It's typically placed where you want the routed components to appear. This might be in your main app layout or in a parent component. Ensure the tag is router outlet, not something similar. A common mistake is forgetting this altogether. 4. Incorrect module structure. The router module needs to be properly declared in the correct ing module. This usually means the module where your app component resides. If you're working with lazy loaded modules, ensure the router module is imported into the relevant feature modules. Check to make sure your modules aren't circularly dependent. 5. Angular CLI issues. In some cases, issues with the Angular CLI itself can cause problems. Try running ong update at angular/core at angular/cli to ensure your Angular packages are updated to the latest versions. A clean build, using ngclean followed by ngbuild, can often resolve subtle issues. Try restarting your development server and your IDE. 6. Conflicting libraries. Rarely, conflicts with other libraries might interfere with the router. If you've recently added a new library or package, try temporarily removing it to see if it's causing the issue. 7. Typos. Double-check all your code for any typos. A single misplaced character or incorrect case can throw off the entire process. By carefully checking these points, you should be able to identify and fix the router outlet is not a known element error in your Angular application. Remember to save your changes and restart your development server after making modifications to your code.